Hello dear students, in previous lecture I told you about the most important reactions of alkyl halide, that is SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. In that reactions I told you about that SN1 reactions are take place in two steps, and the step first is slow step, that's why it determines the rate of reactions, and hence SN1 reaction is first order kinetics. One more important things I told you in the SN1 reaction, that in case of SN1 reaction the intermediate is carbocation. That's why the reactivity will decide by the stability of carbocations. But in case of SN2 reaction, this occurs in single step by the formation of transition state. Here no intermediates are formed. So that's why here you have to look after the hindrance. So less the hindrance, more will be the reactivity towards SN2 reaction. Then I told you about the order of reactions. For SN2, that is second order kinetics, because here two molecules, that is alkyl halides and nucleophiles are involved. That's why this is also known as bimolecular reaction. Now dear students, let us focus on the some examples of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now let us focus on examples of nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is SN reactions. Now by taking the example of ethyl bromide, now how will you convert the ethyl bromide? Either you can say alkyl halides in different compound. Look at here, when ethyl bromide react with aqueous KOH or aqueous NaOH or aqueous Ag2O, in that three conditions, what happens basically? It will gives CS3, CS2 and OH. That means formation of alcohol take place. So this is basically a method of preparation of ethanol. Either you can also prepare alcohol from alkyl halide by this reaction. Then one more reactions. Now look one difference, if alcoholic KOH are taken. Now when ethyl bromide, that is the carbon attached with the Br is alpha carbon, and the carbon attached to alpha carbon is known as beta carbon. In case of when reaction with the alcoholic KOH, so here what happens basically? Dehydrohalogenation, that is elimination reaction take place, and by this it will gives alkene. So look the difference, aqueous KOH gives alcohol, but alcoholic KOH gives alkene. So this is a method of preparation of here ethene, or you can say it is a method of preparation of alkene. So here what happened basically? Br from alpha carbon and H from beta carbons are removed. So that's why this is known as D means removal, hydro means hydrogen, halogenation means halogen. The removal of two atoms take place, one Br and one H. So that's why formation of pi bond take place. So this is most important reactions for examination point of view. Alcoholic KOH gives elimination reactions, but aqueous KOH gives substitution reaction. So basically this is a type of substitution reaction, but this is a type of elimination reaction. So this is a type of elimination reaction. Now dear students, let us focus some more important examples. So this is the difference of aqueous and alcoholic KOH. This you have to learn. Basically, this you have to know in elimination reactions. But I told you here because to differentiate the basic concept of reaction. Now, if what happens, this react with KNO2 and it react with AgNO2. So again look at here. Here the bond between K and NO is ionic bond. This is the ionic bond. So here the bond is ionic between K and NO2, but between Ag and NO the bond is covalent. So that's why in this case O attack on the carbon atom, that means the B are replaced by ONO. So that's why the reactions gives CS3 CS2 ONO, and this is known as ethyl nitrile. Ethyl nitrite. But when this react with the AgNO2, so due to covalent nature, here an attack on the carbon, so that's why this will gives nitroethane. So the formula of nitroethane in the form of the structure you can write like this. So this is known as nitroethane. So now the students, again look the difference. So one question may be arises, why the KNO2 gives ethyl nitrite, but AgNO2 gives nitroethane. So your answer is in the term of ionic and covalent bond. Here due to ionic bond, the O have negative charge, that's why it can attack on carbon. But in this case what happens? Due to covalent nature, nitrogen can donate its lone pair to this carbon, that's why they can form nitroethane. Now some more reactions you have to note it down. In the example of substitution reaction, so look at here. Again, if the ethyl bromide, this is known as ethyl bromide, or you can say any alkyl bromide या halide react with KCN and react with AgCN. So look again, this is also most important reactions for examination point of view. Here again KCN, the bond is ionic between K and Cn, but between Ag and Cn the bond is covalent. Now one more thing, cyanide ion are like this. Here it can donate, this is nucleophile and this is also work as nucleophile. So that's why cyanide is known as ambident nucleophile. Ambident nucleophile, because one species have two donor atom, either it can donate from carbon, either it can donate from nitrogen. So now in this case what happened? Now in this case what happened? The Cn attack on the carbon, so that's why the compound formed by KCN is cyanide. So here preparation of cyanide, this is the major product, and a small amount of, you can say, isocyanide also form. So this can also gives CS3 CS2 NC. So this is known as isocyanide, but this is small, you can say minor. Similarly, come here in case of AgCN, this will gives isocyanide as major product. So this is the major product, and also some amount of, that is minor product, also given cyanide. Here also a small amount of this, or you can say minor product of this can be formed. So look at here, why the cyanide is formed in this case? So due to ionic nature, C attack containing negative charge to this carbon and form cyanide. Here due to covalent nature, the lone paraffin attack to the carbon to form isocyanide. So this is the major product in case of AgCN and this is the major product in case of KCN. Now one more thing noted down that if from AgCN what you can prepare. So this reactions you can learn in chapter amine कि cyanide can be converted into amines. So how this happen? When this react with Na and C2H5 OH, so this will gives 4 nascent of hydrogen. Now by this way it can convert into CS3, CS2 and NS2. Sorry, CS3, CS2, CS2 and NS2. So this contains 3 bond, so that's why this gives 1 degree amine. So 1 degree amine can be prepared by this. Now one more reactions. This when react with concentrate HCl, that means the reaction of cyanide take place in presence of concentrated HCl. So this is basically known as partial hydrolysis. Partial hydrolysis, and this will generate basically amide. So look at here, what this will form? Amide. So this is known as amide, and the name of this amide is 1,2,3 propanamide. Propanamide. So that means from here we can convert cyanide, and then some cyanide can be converted into 1 degree amines, and also it can be converted into amide. Now if the reaction take place in presence of dilute HCl, so this is known as complete hydrolysis. Complete hydrolysis. In this condition what happens? Ki this bond totally break, and now you can find the acid having 3 carbon. So one more question may be arises, how we can convert the 2 carbon alkyl halide to 3 carbon acid. So by this way you can also convert the 2 carbon alkyl halide to the 3 carbon acid. So this is basically propanoic acid. So these reactions also you learn in further chapter. Now similarly, if isocyanide can be reduced, here again 4H in presence of Na and ethyl alcohol, this reaction is known as basically Mendes reaction. Now so what happens here? This will gives 2 degree amine, NH and CS3. So this will form 2 degree amine. So by this way you can convert one chemical compound into other chemical compound by using the some basic reagents. Now some more important points regarding the nucleophilic substitution reactions. So look at here again ethyl bromide, if react with sodium ethoxide, so this is sodium ethoxide. This is known as sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide, and the reactions is known as Williamson synthesis. This is for formation of ether. So now look at here, this we are removed from this alkyl halide with the help of NaOC2H5. That means this can be removed. Now the product will be formed like this: CS3, CS2, single bond O and C2H5, and this is known as diethyl ether. Diethyl ether, I also told you here, this is the alkoxy group, the substituent. So ethoxy, ethane is the IUPAC name. You can also write the name, that is IUPAC name, ethoxy ethane. So this reaction you also learn in chapter alcohol phenyl ether for the preparation of ether by Williamson synthesis. Now some more questions you have to know that what happens when ethyl bromide react with ammonia. So now the ammonia is basically alcoholic. So what happens here basically? This will produce 1 degree amine. So by this way you can also prepare 1 degree means this reaction learn you chapter amine. So these are some basic important questions which can be asked from the examples of substitution reaction. One more questions may be asked, how will you convert the alkyl halide to higher alkyne? So look at here, when it will react with CH triple bond C and sodium, it is known as sodium acetylide. So look at here what happens, the Br and then they remove, now this C attached with this carbon and this will give the product CH3 CH2 single bond C triple bond CH. So now the higher alkyne can be also formed by using this type of reaction. So this is known as but 1-ine. Numbering start from this triple bond 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are some basic examples which are related to the substitution reaction. Now dear students, let us focus on some other reaction. Now let us focus on another important reactions, that is elimination reactions. So look at here about the elimination reaction. This is also very important reactions. Elimination reaction. Now dear students, here what happened basically? Loss of two atoms or group of atoms from substrate molecule. This I told you that in reactant there are two types basically, one substrate on which reagent attack and one reagents which attack on the substrate from substrate molecule. Now dear students, in elimination reactions you have to know about beta elimination. This is also known as 1-2 elimination. This is also known as 1-2 eliminations. So now look at here, what happens here? Loss of two atoms or group of atoms from adjacent carbon of substrate molecule, adjacent carbon of substrate. So this is basically beta eliminations. Now dear students, this is basically two type, one acid catalyzed dehydration of alcohol and one base catalyzed dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. So now look at here what happened basically in case of beta elimination. So beta eliminations, this is basically you have to read in alkyl halides and also in alcohol. So one acid catalyzed dehydration of alcohol. So this you have to read in alcohol chapter. And second, base catalyze dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. That means here elimination of hydrogen and halides take place, and in this case elimination of OH and H plus take place. That's why they can form water. That means in case of here the elimination of water take place, and in case of this the elimination of HX take place. So now look the conditions. What happened basically? CS2 single bond CS2, this contains OH. Now what 1H you can write like this. So look the conditions again. Basically what happens here? So this reactions take place in presence of concentrate H2SO4. This work as dehydrating agent. Here loss of water take place. So now the carbon which attached to the OH is known as alpha carbon, and this carbon is known as beta. So look at here, this bond break like this, and now this bond are change like this. Due to this the formation of double bond take place. So now this will form CS2 double bond CS2. So that is the loss of two single bond take place and formation of one pi bond in case of dehydration of alcohol, which are catalyzed by water, which are catalyzed by acid, and this will gives also water. Now let us focus here. Here what happens? CS2 single bond CH, single bond Cl, this is CH2, 1H is here. So this is base catalyzed reactions. Here OH minus attack to this H, and now the bond break like this. This will happens in presence of alcoholic KOH. So now here the base may be OR and may be OH. So like this can be convert this alkyl halide to the CS2 double bond CS2, and this will gives KCl plus water. So here you have to know about the beta eliminations in case of dehydration of alcohol and in case of dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. So this is very important reactions for examination point of view. Now dear students, let us focus about the beta elimination in alkyl halides in detail. So again look at here, what happens in these conditions. So dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, that is known as beta elimination. Now look at here. In general way you can write like this: Cn H2n plus 1x when it react with alcoholic KOH. So now your answer will be like this. This will gives Cn H2n plus Kx plus water. So now this is alkyl halide, and this is alkene. So we can prepare alkene from alkyl halide by using alcoholic KOH like this. Now students, you can take one example to understand it. Here basically it is Kx. Now take one example to understand this. Again the example given to you like this: CH2 single bond CH2 single bond Cl 1H. Now in presence of alcoholic KOH, so what happens? the loss of HCl take place and formation of one pi bond. So now dear students, look these conditions. So CH2 double bond CH2 plus KCl and plus water will be formed. So this is a general reactions of dehydrohalogenation. Now dear students, some notable points you have to note down about this. So now let us focus on some noteworthy points regarding the dehydrohalogenation, that is beta elimination. So first of all, one question arises कि when alkyl halide react with aqueous KOH, it will give the product alcohol, but when alkyl halide react with alcoholic KOH, so now in this time what happens basically, the product is alkene, that is the product of alkyl halide when react with alcoholic KOH is basically dehydrohalogenation and given product is here alkene. So now how can you know that? If it's aqueous KOH it gives the alcohol and with alcoholic KOH it gives the elimination product. So this is the substitution product, but this is the elimination product. So now look at here, in aqueous KOH basically OH is, that means you can say aqueous OH is solvated, hence less basic. You can also say that in presence of aqueous, that in water, the OH is highly solvated and hence the basicity decreases, but alcoholic KOH, this will gives RO minus. So now it is more stronger base, hence abstract beta H for elimination. So this is the reason behind the different product in different condition. Now let us focus some more noteworthy points, which is the major product. If different type of beta carbons are there. Now second point, you have to know about the Setjeff rule. Setjeff rule. This is a very important rules for elimination. According to him, what happened here? According to him, in case of dehydrohalogenation, here D means removal, hydro means hydrogen, halogen means halogen, that means ClBrI. So in case of dehydrohalogenation, the preferred product is diet alkene which have greater number of alkyl group attached to doubly bonded carbon atom. So this is the rule of Setjeff. That means the preferred product, that is alkenes, which have more number of substitution to the double bonded carbon atom. Now you can also know this rule like this. According to him, those beta H are removed which have removed from beta carbon, removed from beta carbon which is less in number. So that means you have to remove that beta H which are less in number. You can also show that more substitution, that means more alkyl substituted, more alkyl substituted alkene is major product, out of 3 ways which you can apply, all have same answer. Now this you can also solve by the stability order. This I told you in general concept of organic chemistry, that is stability of carbocation. So now look the conditions ki what happen here, CH3 CH2 CH, this have bromine, and there have one more carbon you can written like this, here one Br and CH3. So now the Br attached to that carbon, this carbon is known as alpha carbon, and the carbon attached to alpha carbon is beta carbon, this is also known as beta carbon. So now look at here, this beta carbon have 2H and this beta carbon have 3H. So according to Serge rule, the Br always goes to less number of beta H. So now this will give the 2 product when react with alcoholic KOH. So one from beta H remove, having the less number of hydrogen atom. So now this is basically pent-2-ene. One more product can be formed from this beta H also. So that's why this will give one more product, CH3 CH2 CH2 CH double bond CH2, and this is known as pent-1-ene. This is major product and this is minor product. Just you can think that this is 81% nearly and this is 19%. So by this way you can know that which is the major product by using the Serge rule. Nowadays students, let us focus here again. The doubly bonded carbon atom, here also have alkyl substitution, here also have alkyl substitution, but in this case only one side alkyl substitution, but here no alkyl substitution. So more the alkyl substituted alkenes, more will be the formation of that alkenes according to Serge rule. One more thing you can know about the stability order. Now when you break the bond, so either this side or this side, in both the condition you get the 2 degree carbocations, but in this case what happens, if you break the bond like here you get the 2 degree carbocations, if you break the bond like here, in that condition you get the 1 degree carbocations. So that's why here always you get the 2 degree carbocations, but here possibility of 1 degree carbocations. So that's why this is the major product, this is the minor product. So this is according to Serge rule. So by using this rule you can get the major and minor product. So this is also very important in case of also halogen, in case of also alcohol where dehydration take place, that is removal of water take place. Now third point, the ease of dehydrogenation, the ease of dehydrohallucination, that means order of dehydrohallucination. So again here 3 degree alkyl halide, is more easily dehydrohalogenation take place than 2 degree alkyl halide, and 2 degree is more easily dehydrohalogenation take place here than 1 degree alkyl halide. Now next point in the note, for same alkyl group, for same alkyl group, what is the order of reactivity? Ri is more reactive than Rbr, Rbr is more reactive than RCl, and RCl is more reactive than RS. Again here R are same, but due to more size of iodine, the bond length is more and stability is less. So that's why Ri is always reactive, more reactive than Rbr. Similar thing happened with the SN1 and SN2 reactions, where also Ri is more reactive than Rbr. Now one more question may be arises, how can you find the number of product? Look at here, what happened basically, the number of product, that is beta elimination, depend upon the number of beta carbon. The last point, in number of product in beta elimination is depend on number of beta carbon having beta H. So now look the conditions. When one question given like this, one H, here you can attach Br. Now this given like this. So now look at here, the carbon attached to Br is known as alpha carbon, and the carbon attached to alpha carbon is known as beta carbon. The two beta carbons are there. So now this will give two product, one from this beta H and one from this beta H. So you can get the product like this: CH3 C, CH3 double bond CH, CH2 and CH3, and this is the major product. This I told you that according to Serge rule, those beta H can be removed which are less in number. So now the second product is, that is minor product, H basically CH double bond CH single bond CH3. So this is the minor product. So that means here two beta carbon with beta H. So that's why this will give two product. One product is major and one is minor. Now let us focus. If we take one more examples, look at here. Here we also attach this carbon. So now this carbon is alpha carbon and this is again beta carbon. There are three beta carbon, 1, 2, 3. So this will give three product. One from this beta carbon, one from this beta carbon, and one from this beta carbon. So by this way we can also know the number of product, that is number of eliminated product. Thank you dear students.